Hello everyone and welcome to yet another exciting video of Vice First. Today we'll discuss how to use Stable Diffusion. With Stable Diffusion, you can input some text and artificial intelligence will then create an image based on that text. The results are indeed very astonishing. There are numerous companies promoting technology of this kind, but Stable Diffusion stands out in my opinion for several reasons. To start, the source code is available to the public and it's free to use. You can install it on your computer as long as you have a good graphics card. And you also have complete ownership of all the images that are generated. Let's explore this now. Before we demonstrate how to use Stable Diffusion, I'd like to point out that if you just want to experiment with it, you can use it online without installing anything. Just click the link provided in the description. The Stable Diffusion Web UI can be accessed by pasting the URL, which you can copy from the description, into the address bar of your web browser. We can select the Stable Diffusion checkpoint or the model we want to use in the top left corner. Let's choose this one right here, since it is the fundamental model. Across the top of the page, you see all of these different tabs. The first one is text to image, and that's where you can enter in some text and it will generate an image based on that text. And right here, we have a prompt where we can type in our text. Here, I'll type in green sapling growing out of ground, mud, dirt, grass, high quality, photorealistic, sharp focus, depth of field, and I want it to have some depth of field. The more descriptive you are, the better your photo will be. Over on the right hand side, there's a color palette. And when you click on this will insert an artist's name into your prompt. So this way it will apply different artistic style to your image. But for now, I don't need that. So I'll be not clicking on this. But just to let you know that this is here. You can also type a negative prompt or items you don't want in your image down below. For now, I cannot think of anything, so I'll leave this empty. You can also set up these sample steps down below. Essentially, this controls how many times the image will be tweaked before you see it. In general, the greater the number, the better. However, the process will take more time. I'll stick with the default of 20 for the timing. You can experiment with some of these different sampling methods under that, but for the timing, I'll stick with the default sample approach. Underneath, you can also choose the width and height of the output photo. I'll go with the default values of 512 by 512 pixels. Again, processing times will vary depending on the size of the image, with smaller images processing more quickly. There are numerous different settings available under this, and mention a few of the more intriguing ones. If you find that the faces in the images you are creating are a little deformed, you can try turning on this option to restore faces to see if it makes a difference. You can specify how many photos you want to receive as part of the output down below. I'll pick maybe 4 pictures here, try it, then underneath that, you can specify the batch size or the number of images that are processed at once. For this particular setting, though, going above 1 requires a pretty powerful PC, so I advise leaving it at 1. The CFG scale option, which is located below that, specifies how closely Stable Diffusion should match the prompt you entered above. Stable Diffusion will have a little more creative freedom if you go lower. If you go higher, this will more closely match the prompt. I'll continue to use 12 as a default value here. Last but not least, the seed is located at the very bottom and is now set to a random number. If you select -1, this implies that each time you generate an image, a unique image will result. The same identical image will appear each time you run it, though if you fix it to a specific value like 50. For the timing, I just let it be a fully random number, which ensures that every time I click on generate, I receive the same picture. The numerous extra settings that are available to you at the top can assist you customize the outcomes you get. But this is outside the scope of the current video. So let's simply click on generate for now and see what response we receive for this prompt. I'll select create here. Now that my image has been generated, remembering that my prompts was green sapling growing out of ground, I can click on the first one to see a preview of the image. And these are actually quite excellent. Check that one out. We can see that the background has that lovely look because of the green sampling in the ground and the depth of the field that I used. Of course, some of these are slightly inaccurate, but some of them are excellent. The output is quite excellent. Alright, so hopefully you are able to use Stable Diffusion to create some visually stunning photographs. To watch more videos like this one, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.